Yeah, I think I like just playing Sozin since they're tapped out. Like, they're gonna get a couple of tokens, but then I can just play Ugin next turn. I think we're looking pretty good here. Resolves. Give me a land. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you checking out the content. Got a sweet green-black landfall control deck, going back to my roots a little bit. And I've really enjoyed playing this deck. It's got some pet cards of mine in it. If you follow my content at all, you know that I love playing with Ugin, so got a copy of Ugin here at the top of the curve. And one of my favorite cards in Murders of what is it? Karlov Manor. Murders of Karlov Manor was the set. But in that draft format, this was one of my favorite build-arounds. And I think that it has some legs in this deck. It is rather nichey because it's really only good like in the later turns of the game, and if you have a land light hand, it doesn't really bridge you to the later turns the way Icetill does. But in combination with Icetill and all the other ramp cards that we have, Case of the Locked Hothouse lets us just like churn through our deck. So once we kind of like get parity in a game, Case just lets us kind of like go over the top, and it's really sweet. So for those of you that don't know, it's a Case, 4 mana. You play it, and then it always starts with that first line of text. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. At the end of your turn, if you meet the solve criteria, then it becomes solved. So at the end of your turn, if you control 7 or more lands, then it becomes solved. And then once the case is solved, you can look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play lands, cast creatures, and enchantment spells from the top of your library. So there are only 7 cards in our deck that we cannot play off the top of our library with Case, which is the 2 Requiting Hexes, the Esper Origins, and then the 1 Ugin, and then a bunch of sideboard cards. But in the main deck, Case is just going to like churn through our deck once it's solved. It does come with some deck building restrictions. We do have, I guess you can't play the adventure side of Virtue either, so it's like 7.5 cards. But anyway, it does come with some deck building restrictions, like Momentum Breaker and Nowhere to Run, and The House Grows Hungry, and Virtue of Persistence are not the best black removal spells. Like 75% of the time, they're going to be fine. But I acknowledge that it is a cost that we're playing to play this card, but it's one of my pet cards and it's super sweet. So trying it out. I've been having fun with it. Is it optimal? I'll let you be the judge of that. New card trying out Leatherhead Swamp Stalker. 4 mana, 5/4 trample, enters with a hexproof counter. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may remove a counter from her. When you do, destroy target artifact or enchantment that player controls. So without adding any counters to her, you have to remove the hexproof counter. But we have Earthbender Ascension and Requiting Hex to add counters to her. So she could just stay a hexproof giant that like nukes it disenchants something every time it hits them. So that's really good against lessons. I did side it out a lot, even against decks that had targets for her, because getting through in combat is not guaranteed. So she's honestly, after playing with her more in the matches that I just recorded, she probably belongs in the sideboard. But I wanted to try her out. But yeah, the deck is sweet. Playing Badgermole Cub and Esper Origins, Earthbender's Ascension, Icetill Explorer. Icetill Explorer notably can mill Esper Origins. Esper Origins can grab every card in the deck except other Esper Origins or the 2 Requiting Hexes. Rise of Sozin is our sweeper that we can also get with Esper Origins or play off the top with Case. And I thought about trying to play The Last Ronin in here. I don't even think I have a copy. I need to... There we go. Just to like try out the new cards, but I think that this is just strictly worse than Rise of Sozin. Like the third chapter of Rise of Sozin just wins the game if you attack with it. So I think that's, and the extraction effect is very relevant. So like chapter 1, destroy all creatures, chapter 2, mill 4 cards, and then get a creature card from your graveyard. We don't really care that much about our creature cards. Like getting an Icetill back is nice. But like Sapling Nursery is usually how we end games. And then chapter 3, whenever a creature you control attacks alone this turn, put 3+1/+1 counters on it, gains trample, lifelink, and indestructible until end of turn. So that's just not really what our deck is trying to do. Like most of the time, we're winning either by attacking with Rise of Sozin or by going super wide with Sapling Nursery. The mana works out. We don't have mana to reliably cast Hex on one, which is part of the reason why we're only playing 2 in the main deck. But we do have, what is this, 8, 11, 12, 13 sources for it by turn 2. So like we can reliably play our 2 casting cost removal spells. So the mana works out. Rise of Sozin, I think, what is it? It's 18 for 3, 16 for 4, 15 for 5, and then 14 for 6. So if you count like the Demolition Fields and the Earthbender's Ascensions as like pseudo black sources, then we're fine on black sources for Rise of Sozin. What else? One cool interaction. I don't think it came up in the matches that I just recorded, but if you're like stabilizing the board with Sapling Nursery and your opponent is just continuing to play stuff into the board, you can get to the point where you just sack the Sapling Nursery, give all your tree folks indestructible, and then cast Rise of Sozin and just attack them and probably kill them that turn. Although once you have a Sapling Nursery going, especially if you have like an Icetill Explorer and Earthbender's Ascension with it, most players just concede. But yeah. Demolition Field is a sweet addition with Icetill Explorer. Since we're a slightly slower deck, we're trying to control the game. We care about killing manlands that are pressuring us because we're not killing our opponents as fast as other landfall decks. Demolition Field does that, can get it back with Icetill Explorer, can landfall the Demolition Fields. Didn't come up in any of our matches today, but especially against like Dimir midrange, which plays a ton of man lands. Demolition Field is sweet. And what was I playing against? Where it was like some weird 3-color brew. It was like the Jeskai. It was like a Jeskai Momo deck, and it just didn't have any basics in it. So that randomly happens sometimes. Sideboard Urgent Necropsy is super sweet. I think if I play this deck again, moving forward, I would probably just put 1 or 2 of these in the main over the Leatherheads, put the Leatherheads on the board just for the Lessons matchup. But other than that, I think having like the House Grows Hungry, the Chapter 3 will exile a graveyard, but it is very slow, so just have some Soul Guide Lanterns in here to kind of give us a little supplementary graveyard hate. Graveyard hate is not super necessary right now. What else? Yeah. Deck is super fun. Hope you enjoy the matches. I really enjoyed recording them. So let me know what you think. And once again, appreciate you being here, checking out the content. It's been a fun little project running the YouTube channel, and it would not be possible without people out there watching the content. So I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that helps to grow the channel, and enjoy the matches. Peace and chicken grease. Raedric. This hand is not great, but we do have 4 forests, so we could play this on turn 4. We'll try it. We can play this on turn 3. Oh, geez, we might not live that long. Bossing Say. Sorry, Bossing Say. We don't need you. We need interaction. Uh-oh. Is this a flail? Okay. They don't have a discard outlet. We might be okay. I'm gonna favor playing out the forests. There's their discard outlet. How much are we taking? Uh-oh. Nine. Okay. That helps. So let's do this. Okay. Does this cost 5 right now? We want this. Okay, if we can survive one more turn, which I think is doable. No, he can make these. If these are both non-land, or if these are both permanents, then we're just dead, because Moonshadow will kill us. Let's see. Okay, there's one permanent. And the Sapling Nursery is going to be enough here. We need to draw a Hex. Is that going to do it? Oh, let's see. No, I don't think it's going to. Let's see, if we play Sapling Nursery, then we'll get 2 lands, which is going to be 4 dudes. And then we'll be able to block Moon Shadow. Or we can play Fabled Passage first, and then get 2 dudes. Okay, so if I do this now, I'm gonna get or I could do this. No. Yeah, it's still not gonna be enough. Then we block, block, block. Yeah, okay. We're dead. Definitely want Hex. We want Necropsy. We want Origin. Let's see, what's too slow? Case is probably not the matchup that we want. I don't know if we can count on Leatherhead. Like, we're bringing in the Origins, so I think Leatherhead is going to be too slow too. And then 2 more cards. Like, this lets us get their graveyard. Maybe I should tweak the board to have like a little more graveyard hate, because this is not a lot. Ugin might be too slow. It might be the house grows hungry. Yeah, we'll try that. Okay, I like this more. It's probably Rise of Sozin that we're putting down. Mako. Flail. Not pitching yet. Okay, I like Icetill Explorer. Do they have the Phoenix? If our Icetill Explorer lives, we can probably stabilize through a Phoenix. Okay. Iron Shield Elf. Okay. I don't think I want to run out the Icetill Explorer until I'm gonna for sure get value off of it, so I'm just gonna run out the Sapling Nursery. Okay. Monument. Okay. Monument is going to give them reach past our Sapling Nursery. So this is 8. We're at 7. Gonna be at 7. We need to hit like an Esper Origins or Origin of Metalbending. Oh, they're not discarding another card. They want to get rid of Icetill. Making a treasure. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think that we're gonna be able to... We just have to draw a No, we just die. They discard and... Yeah, they discard to this. Yeah, and then... Alright, good game. It's a rough matchup. Cool but Rude gives that deck a lot more reach. New 328. Okay. Not gonna look at this. Assume they're like the Ouroboroid green-black deck that plays bats. They're playing black for bats. Give me a Fabled Passage off the top. That'd be real nice. Formidable Speaker. Okay. Are they just green-black mid-range? Ouroboroid. Okay. Do I want the House Grows Hungry? I don't think I do. Like, I have double Sozin in my hand, but I'm also going to be playing Icetill. So, I might want the House Grows Hungry. Yeah, we'll keep it. Nowhere to Run gets to catch Ouroboroid, which is nice, assuming they play it. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, because now we don't have enough mana to play Icetill Explorer. That is a problem. I guess I didn't. I should have kept the. That was greedy to surveil the Fabled Passage down. Like, it would have been great with Icetill Explorer, but it's greedy now that our cub died. Okay, well, we can't do anything. Nice. We get to catch Ouroboroid. Ooh. I think that just leaves us dead. Huh. So they're gonna get to hit us for 5. And then if we hit a land, then we can go up to 7 with Esper Origins. Okay, there there's our land. Can't even attack with Esper because we need to use the mana. Sentinel. Ugin Man, Mikey, and Leo. They're not playing the 2-drop Michelangelo. That's interesting. Okay. Maelstrom Pulse is good to know about. Leatherhead is good to know about. Shoot the Sheriff. Okay. How do we want to do this? We want to do it this way. Yeah, we can't leave ourselves alive to a removal spell, so we just need to, like, play out as much as we can here. Okay, we might need to have to chump with Icetill. Was nice. That was a very good draw for them. I guess we got punished for not playing our Fabled Passage. We only have one basic left in the deck, so I didn't want to be forced to play it, but looks like we're losing Firelord here. Don't want to pop Momentum Breaker for a life. I don't know if it's gonna matter. I guess I do. That's too bad. That would have put us right back in the game. Shoot the Sheriff is very good. Okay, let's see what we can find. Don't think either of these keep us alive. We need like another Esper Origins to stay alive, I think. Okay, well, we're not dead. We have 16 cards left in our deck, though. Okay. Another 14 cards left in my deck. I think I just keep it there because I can't I can't mill myself anymore. I don't think that's going to matter, but again, I don't think I can mill myself anymore. They're at 7. Gives them quite a few chump blockers. Just need to shuffle away that Earthbender's Ascension, because I need to draw something that is going to interact. I have so many good cards to draw. Come on. Okay, that's one of them. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they're gonna shoot the sheriff, one of them. They're absorbing 8 damage here. So I'm dealing... I'm dealing... Okay. I don't think there's anything they can draw that's gonna kill us that quickly. All right. Okay. Probably need this. They had like 1 or 2 copies of the ooze. So maybe instead of Leatherhead, we want Necropsy, cut 1 case of the locked Hothouse. Okay. That was a sweet game. Like, it was very tight. Ooh. So... No, this is not a keepable hand. Okay, this is a keepable hand. Nice. Let's put that in the yard. They have a cup. Just eyeing all of these useful cards off the top of our deck. I did not expect them to like turn into a like removal deck. I can't do Esper Origins and Icetill, but I think that I need to. Oh. Come, Sam. What's wrong, buddy? You should be. Can't sleep. I don't know what they were doing in game 2. Better Pierce. Might be in some trouble. Don't want Leatherhead against mono green. Nice. Let's see what they got. Nursery, okay. That speed up. I did want our Leatherhead against them. Not that she'd be getting through here, but... At least they don't have an Icetill. So, let's see. Do I want that? I don't know. We just need to go over the top of their nursery with our case. Ooh, that's gonna be difficult. I guess we did want this. And the Cub gives them mana to pop the nursery through our Rise. Okay, well, I guess we're both playing this game. That's too bad. We should be able to go over the top of them now. Do I want Leatherhead? I don't think so. Man, I thought Leatherhead would be a good fit for this deck, but every time I've had the choice of getting it, it just has not been appealing. Okay. So, like, Esper Origins is going to give our guys trample eventually, and we do get to like play more stuff. Uh-oh, they have an Esper Origins now. If they find something to spend mana on, then we can get them with Rise of Sozin. So if they tap out for Mossborn Hydra here, we can get them. Nice. Or I can just Ugin their Sapling Nursery. Then Mossborn Hydra is going to get big. I could just play Sozin. Yeah, I think I like just playing Sozin since they're tapped out. Like, they're going to get a couple of tokens, but then I can just play Ugin next turn. Yeah. What can they draw here to get out of this? They are going to get some tokens, but we're going to get to Ugin them. Oh, and we get to choose a card name. I think Harmonizer is like the way that they scam us out here. Might form. Yeah. Okay, so they play 2 Archdruid's Charm, a main deck Leatherhead, 2 main deck Esper Origins. They have 5 tokens. We're gonna get a bunch of tokens here too, though.
I see no threat that I cannot manage.
That was sweet.
I know many arcane rituals.
I think we're looking pretty good here. Resolves. Necropsy in the mirror. Or against landfall. All the disenchants. I'm really disappointed that Leatherhead isn't working out. I guess, like, it's really good against exactly lessons, but, like, it's never going to connect against the other green decks, which is unfortunate. Hothouse was really good there. Momentum Breaker is, like, not that good. Hex is, like, kind of a necessary evil. Maybe, like, on the draw, we'd rather have the hexes than the other removal. Because, like, all the super important stuff in the matchup costs or has 4 toughness with Harmonizer and Ice Form, or is Cub. Yeah, we need to cut one more card. Might be the House Grows Hungry. Might be Ugin. Yeah. Maybe House Grows Hungry is better than I'm giving it credit for. Like, exiling the yard is relevant against Icetiller. Okay, this is a fine hand. All the disenchants. Might be too many, because we can definitely still lose to the rest of their deck. Cub. Okay. Icetill Explorer. To try and use this Necropsy to kill their Icetill. Or honestly, it might just be right to slam Sozin here. I don't hate that. Hydra. We got that covered with Urgent Necropsy. What do we want to get rid of? We probably want to get rid of Harmonizer or Sapling Nursery. I mean, we have all the disenchants in our hand, so it's probably Harmonizer. They brought in Origin of Metalbending, the Melt Striders Resolves. They kept in all 4 Chocobos against us. Okay. Let's do this before they can Origin. One, two, three, 4. So it's gonna cost 4. Honestly, I think I might just prefer drawing a land next turn, because I'm... Yeah, this way I can play a land. Esper will get the Sapling Nursery, and then I can play the Sapling Nursery for 3. Alright, what do you got? Chocobo. Okay, this game is over. Huh? Yeah, sure. Let's just bash. A 2, 3. Dudes. Cow. It's supposed to be pronounced. Okay, we'll give this a try. Looks like another green deck. Do I want Cub? I might want Cub. We'll keep Cub. Bristly Bill. Well, we gotta kill Bristly Bill. So this looks like the Innkeeper's Talent version of Mono Green. If they're playing Bristly Bill, they're probably playing like Michelangelo. Okay. Don't want any more Cubs. What in the world do they have in their hand? Okay. That's pretty good. Hex. Liked to have drawn that Ugin. Looks like we need to draw exactly Rise of Sozin right now. That's not Rise of Sozin. Okay. Playing the green shell, so I want to keep the house rose hungry. Don't know what I'm supposed to cut here though. Maybe it's just a cub or an Esper Origins or a case. I mean, case kind of lets me go over the top. I really dislike cutting cub on the, like, I don't think it's cub. Maybe it's probably, I don't know. I don't know. So they were not the low to the ground version of mono green. They were kind of the stock version of mono green with Bristly Bill as one of their flex cards. Okay, we'll try this. Ooh, okay. Double cub draw. I can dig it. I can dig it a lot. Don't think there's a way I can sequence this to get me to flashback Esper Origins this turn. Requiting Hex. Nursery next turn. Unless they have, if they have a fight spell here, then I can't. I'd have to tap out for Nursery, in which case I'd rather play. Oh no, I can totally play Nursery next turn. This is 6 mana. Lumbering World Wagon. Okay. I did not realize that that is the alternate art for Lumbering World Wagon. That's absurd. In the best way. Why is it not minimizing this? I don't want to see this anymore. There we go. Okay, so I can do this. they have a nursery too now. They can't crew the World Wagon yet. Okay, now they can. They can get one more token on it. See how many more lands they have. So they're gonna... Yikes. $20... $40? Okay. Ooh. And they have a fetch land? Okay. That's enough. Ooh. Well... So we're 1-1 against the landfall deck. Arcade. Yep. This looks good. I probably should have played the Tomb, because I might not be able to curve nicely with Sapling Nursery now. Okay. Give me a land. play Mutagen Man, so I think I'm calling that. Okay. They just didn't want to show me their deck. That's fair. They're probably playing Innkeeper's Talent. Yeah, all these cards get hit by Hex. Against the lower to the ground landfall decks, I like keeping in the extra removal spells. They're good against Michelangelo, Bristly Bill, all that jazz. Ugh. On the draw, this is probably not enough. This is much better. Okay. Innkeeper's Talent. I think I want to just hold up Nowhere to Run. Okay. Mikey and Leo. Badgermole Cub. Uh-oh. It's probably gonna be a problem. It's not gonna get Trample. Nice, the Blight drew him a card. That's cool. Well, as long as they don't have a way to give Ouroboroid Trample yet, they're not dead. Yikes. It's not Rise of Sozin. We get 2 looks next to this Scry or Surveil. That's not Rise of Sozin. Is this? That's not Rise of Sozin either. Does that at least keep us alive? No, it doesn't. No. Okay. Oh, bored. This would be a snap keep if I had one more land. Ugh. I don't love this. I think I'm keeping it though. I shouldn't have attacked there. I should have just held up the Hex. Okay. Unfortunate that we need to show them the Rise, but I'm not gonna not get a card here, so... Ridden? Roll 5 power in front. Oh, big oof. For my Hex. It's unfortunate. I could. Now I have six toughness. They get to Earthbend. Six here. Oh, he sees himself. That's pretty good. Alright, we are in a top deck war. We both have 4 power worth of lands in play. Ooh, that's a good one. Do they have something to trigger it? Not right now. Okay. I can attack for 2 first. Now my Ascension is online. Sapling Nursery. What do I care about here? Their removal, so like shoot the sheriff. Maelstrom Pulse. Didn't want to exile their graveyard. That was definitely a mistake. I need to remember that. But I should be able to get something with nowhere to run. Yeah. Okay. Well, we went 3-2 tonight. 2-1 against landfall decks. What else did we beat? We lost to Monument, and we beat... I don't even remember. Pretty sure that was 5 matches, though. Cool. Well, that was the deck. Maybe it was only 4 matches. I don't know. Let's see. I think the mono base is fine with the mostly forests. We only have 5, 6, 7 non-forests in the deck for Sapling Nursery, so that's fine. Esper Origins, being able to get everything except for Hex is great. Case, we did have a couple games, I think at least 2 games, where Case got to pop off. I don't know if like it's worth playing the subpar removal over, you know, if this was like Maelstrom Pulse and this was like, you know, Bitter Triumph or Shoot the Sheriff or something, it might be better. So playing Case might not be worth the deck building restrictions. But I mean, it's just one of my pet cards, so I had to see if it was worth it, if it was possible. Leatherhead probably just belongs in the sideboard for exactly lessons, because it seems fantastic there, but really bad. And like, we sided it out against green, we sided it out, yeah, against pretty much everybody. Urgent Necropsy seems real good. We have Icetill to feed it, so, and Esper Origins can like surveil stuff into the graveyard. So Urgent Necropsy felt good. That might honestly be worth main decking over Leatherhead. And yeah, the deck felt sweet. So I hope you enjoyed the videos, the matches. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate you making it this far if you made it. So thanks for being here, and I'll catch you next time. Peace and chicken grease.